Yo, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to mix vocals in FL Studio. Basically, before I get into this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips you should always look out for. The first one is, if you're an artist, make sure you get high quality instrumentals first. Don't get instrumentals that are not mixed properly and think you can mix your vocals on it. It's not going to come out very good. No matter how good your vocals are, if the instrumentals are not mixed properly, or if it's not properly mixed well, or the instrumentals are not like, it's not high quality, like, you're not going to have a very great mix at the end of the day. So make sure you're picking out great quality instrumentals first of all. As if you're buying beats, if you're going to a producer to make a beat for you, make sure the producer mixes it well, or you get the stems and you give it to an engineer, or just make sure the beat is mixed properly. That should be the very first thing. Now let's get into the FL Studio. Let me switch my screen. I'm going to play you the vocals on the song. I actually made these beats a few years ago. I'll play you the vocals mixed and I'll play you unmixed. So let's go.
All for your love, all for your love.
JB, bring the beat in.
If I do the things you like, shall ensure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky.
I didn't play the vocals on mix, I'll just play this part. So I'll put off all the effects. Now let's go.
All for your love, all for your love.
JB, bring the beat in.
If I do the things you like, shall ensure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than.
I'm sure you guys can hear a very massive difference in the mixing. So basically, like I said, you always try to make sure your instrumentals are mixed properly. If not, you're gonna have more problems mixing the beats. I made these beats and there were a lot of stuff I added and I'm like, I need to take them out. That's one good thing too of I'm buying the beats from a producer. If you're buying the beats online, you don't have that leisure to change stuff like that. Except maybe you buy the stems, you buy the beats with the stems and you can change one or two things there. But if you're buying the beats most of the time, you're not going to have the leisure to change or take out some elements that you don't like or that is clashing with your vocals. So like I said, try and buy high quality instrumentals that are mixed properly. If not, you're going to have a problem when you're mixing it. So basically, when I'm mixing my vocals, the first thing I always try to do is clean up the vocals and tune it. So I have auto-tune on the vocals. You guys can hear she was singing. Her singing was pretty good, but just to help a little bit more with the singing.
All for your love, all for your love.
So that auto-tune. Let me put up the reverb too and other effects.
All for your love, all for your love.
So some artists, they might have a very good singing voice, so you might not need to add too much auto-tune on the vocals. So on here I tried not to add too much, even though it seems like it's a lot, but then I use humanize. So you see all this part that is going up and down, it's too much auto-tune. So I can either increase the humanize and reduce the retune speed.
All for your love, all for your love.
So if the artist was going to pay me a lot of money, I would probably just take the vocals to Cubase and use what we call Very Audio, or use Melodyne. If I don't want to go to Cubase, I can use Melodyne and pitch correct all the vocals, all the parts that were like too much. I'll pitch everything manually with Melodyne, or you can use I think FL Studio has one called new tone. You can use new tone if you want to do it in FL Studio, but to me it's too much work, you know. Sometimes I just let it slide, you know. But if I really want to like tune the vocals, I'll take it to either Cubase, use Very Audio, or use Melodyne. I'll make another video if you guys want me to show you. So leave a like and drop a comment if you want me to show you how to manually tune vocals. But like I said, this one is pretty good, you know. It's not so crazy, it's not so drastic. So first I add auto tune. Make sure you set the key. I made the beat, so I know the key is F sharp major. So if you're buying the beats, try and make sure you find the key. If you don't know how to find the key of your beats, there's this software called Key Finder. It's called Key Finder. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want to download it. You drag the beats or whatever instrumental you have, and you put it in here and you press run batch analysis. Then it's going to give you the key. Once it gives you the key, you can use to set the auto tune. And if you don't know what key it is, I have this cheat sheet to help you, to give you like some more guides. So major scales are the same as relative minor scales, so you can look up this in case it's like confusing. This cheat sheet can help you too. I'll leave a link in the description. It's free to download, guys. Both of them are free to download. So you set the auto tune first.
All for your love, all for your love.
So basically, these vocals, I already kind of recorded it in Ableton. My friend helped me record it in Ableton, and he gave me the stems of the project. So I brought it back in here. So I think he probably did a little bit of cleaning up there. And again, I think the mic we used was a very good mic. We used the Neumann TLM 103 with the Scarlett audio interface, in case you guys are wondering. So TLM 103 mic is very, very, very quiet mic, you know. And we recorded in a very quiet place in a properly padded studio, so there was not too much background noise, and everybody was quiet in the studio while she was recording, you know. So make sure you have good recording too. Not everybody's everybody should put off their phones. No noise, no background noise, you know. Try and get it to be very quiet wherever you're recording. Then you know, make sure the vocalist is not too high and they're not too low. Let them be like somewhere in the middle. If it's too low and then you try and compress it, you're trying to increase the volume, you're going to add more of the background noise. If it's too high, they could probably clip, and if it clips, you probably wouldn't be able to save that, you know. So you have to use a very good level when you're recording. So after the auto-tune, next thing I do is compress. If you guys can hear when she's singing, sometimes she kind of goes up and down, you know. The vocals are not that consistent with the levels.
All for your love, all for your love. Do the things you like.
So if you look at this place,
Shall ensure
just look at the levels, see what I'm playing it.
do the things you like.
So from 9,
Shall ensure I've made you mine.
12,
And if I say that all the
15,
stars
18.
in the sky
So you can see the vocals are going
can never be
up
higher
and down.
than
You can even hear it because I think maybe she was moving back a little bit. I don't know, maybe she was feeling the beats too much while she was recording. But you know, I had a bit of compressor next to fix all that going up and down. So first thing, auto tune. Next thing, compressor. So I use a CLA2 from Waves. Basically, all I do is just reduce the peaks. It's like two knobs on the compressor. You reduce the peak and you can increase the gain a bit till it sounds loud enough for you. So
do the things you like.
Now watch the levels.
Shall ensure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than when you light my
So he's doing a lot of compression, but then it's keeping it mostly around 12.
all for your love.
If you guys have noticed.
All for your love.
Then next thing I do is add an EQ to take out a bit of the rumble. So I'm not even doing anything because, like I said, the mic we used was a very good mic. It has a lot of high end on the mic. You guys can hear it. So I didn't really do too much, but I just got the low end first.
Do the things you like. Shall ensure I've made you mine.
I can still cut a bit of the low end because I can hear some rumble and it's like some wind effects.
Do the things you like. Shall ensure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than when you light my
And again, too, depends on the kind of artist I sing. And if it's a male vocalist, you might not want to cut a lot of low end. If it's a female vocalist, you might want to cut a lot of low end, but I don't want to cut too much low end because I have another plugin I'm going to show you guys. It's called Xvox. My friend put me on this plugin. Xvox has a lot of effects to it. It has a compressor, it has an EQ, it has delay and reverb, and just like a pitch widener, and some more effects you can play with. It's like a one plugin that does everything. So I play this with the Xvox.
All for your love, all for your love.
So basically I have a compressor. I just increase a little bit, add a little bit of compression and a little bit of de-essing. Then in here, I'm only boosting the highs a bit. Then I don't think I touched the reverb and the delay. I didn't touch the reverb and delay because I have another channel for reverb and delay. Then I added a bit of pitch widener on the vocals. Then also I reduced the volume a bit too because it was kind of too loud.
If I do the things you like, shall ensure I've made.
So one thing again, to when you're mixing your beats, it's not good to mix it solo. I'm showing you guys solo so you guys can see all the effects I used. But basically, it's not always a good thing to mix your beats solo with the vocals solo, because now you don't know if the vocals are too loud or you don't know if the vocals are too low while the beat is going on. So I basically had, like, this was on 0 before and I played it with the beat, and the vocals were too loud.
All for your love, all for your love.
JB, bring it in.
If I do the things you like.
So it was too loud for me. It was hitting around -6. I was like, let me just bring it down a bit. So I brought it down like 2.3 or 2 point something. So
Sure, I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than when you light my.
So people always say this thing. The one thing that people always say, that use your ears. I hate that advice, but at the same time, it's a very, 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 very helpful advice, because if you don't use your ears, sometimes these values that you see can be deceiving. So sometimes you have to also use your ears. Play it on your headphones, hear how it sounds. If you're done, send the mix to your phone, play it on your phone, hear how it sounds. Send it to play it in your car. If you have a car, hear how it sounds. If you have speakers, play it on your speakers, hear how it sounds. You know, send it to people to help you do reference checking too, because sometimes you might mix for hours and you think, oh, everything is perfect. Then you go back and come back and you're like, this thing is too loud. Or you hear it somewhere else and like, this thing is too loud. So it's good to reference your mixes everywhere, anywhere you can, just so you know if the vocals are too loud. Because headphones could be very deceiving. You know, I can mix on these headphones and it might be too loud on the headphones. Then I go play it in my speakers and the vocals are too low. Or it might be opposite. It might be too low on here and I go play it and it's too loud on the speakers. You know, so I don't know if I said the same thing, but yeah. So with the Xbox, I didn't do too much again. Like I said, compressor, the DSR, a little bit of the highs, just to, you know, make it without the highs sounds like this.
Sure, I've made you mine.
The highs.
And if I say that all the stars in the sky
just makes it sound more silky, you know. I don't do too much when I'm mixing with vocals with the EQ, because I feel like most of the color comes from the mic for the most part, except maybe the mic is too bad. Then you have, if you find out that you're doing too much on the EQ, then the recording was probably a very bad recording, you know. So try and make sure you get a very, very, very good recording in a very good space. And the next thing, I added a bit of saturation.
sure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than when you light my.
Then I added a bit of chorus. This saturation, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I don't even know what I didn't touch anything here. I just put on the saturation. I think I even put it off, but you know, sometimes it's good to have saturation to the vocals because it gives it some kind of warmth to the vocals. Then I didn't really touch anything on here. I just put the default preset. Then I added a bit of chorus again just to make it wider.
JB, bring the beat in.
If I do the things you like.
Okay, my bad. The chorus is off. The chorus effect is off. I think I automate it somewhere else. Okay, I automated the chorus effect somewhere else. So when it gets to the chorus part,
Nothing but your love. Nothing but your loving days with me for nothing but your love.
so I automated the chorus parts because when you go to the chorus, I wanted the vocals to come in more. Yeah, this tutorial is going to be very, very long, guys. Well, for the lead vocals, that was basically it. Then I added some delay and reverb. So the delay, since I'm working in FL Studio already, I already have the delay set to 4. The reverb, I have to reverb. I also have another reverb, 7/7 reverb. You know, this is just, you know, just Jara reverb. Then I also added this is a delay. I added the choir vocal part just to make it sound wider at some point. So in here, this is a delay. So the delay has a choir effect to multiply the delay sound and a reverb again. So it's just an FX. It doesn't really do too much of the vocals, you know. That's another thing too. That's why people say mixing can be an art, because when you're mixing, you don't always have to like follow all the rules. Once you have the basics for compressing the vocals, EQing the vocals, and tuning the vocals, anything you're adding next could be like your own art. I've heard songs where they added a reverb to make it sound nice, and some songs they didn't add reverb because the reverb was going to spoil the whole mix. So you have to be very, very careful with adding effects to your song too. So that's why you also have to reference here and there. So let me play the vocals again. I don't want to do the chorus part because I feel like I might make the tutorial too long. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see part 2 for this video. So all the effects now on.
All for your love, all for your love.
JB, bring the beat in.
If I do the things you like, chilling sure I've made you mine. And if I say that all the stars in the sky can never be higher than when you light my fire, I feel love you tire. See as you they hide me, it don't they consign me. I feel love you tire, my only desire. See as you they hide me, it don't they consign me. Nothing but your love, nothing but your loving days with me for nothing but your love.
All right, guys, catch you guys in the next one.